general. Let me see. Still not working. So we'll be going over that while we at dinner. Alright, I really gotta go wash my hands again. Let's see if we can trust Ethiopia. So here's proof if we can trust it in this country. That's an iPhone 15. Watch this. I had to wash my hands. See, left my iPhone 15. No pickpocketers. I ain't had to worry about none of that. So yeah, let's go over let's expose some travel secrets. So this video will be about an American exposing travel secrets, and just different nomad and travel secrets in general. So if you guys have any questions, ask it below, and I'll be answering any questions you have. Let me see. Alright, so let's eat some dinner while we go over everything. Oh yeah, Telegram. So you see the total. 695. I'm a signal. Alright, so pretty much the first travel hack, specifically when you're traveling, you know, to Ethiopia, but this travel hack may apply to other countries as well. When you're traveling here, make sure you're not sending yourself, make sure you're not using ATM, make sure you're not using the banks, make sure you're not using no street person to exchange your USD for the local currency. What you want to do is you want to use government-backed remittance programs. So, for example, on here in Ethiopia is something called Telebirr, right? So when you get a SIM card here, Telebirr allows you to send and receive money. While on Western Union, the government or Ethiopia have a partnership, whereas though they give you remittance or aka a bonus for all the money for the money you send. So if I was to go through a regular ATM, or if I was to go through like the bank, I will only get 150 bar, 155. But if I go through Western Union, which is instant, if you have this, pretty much, uh, I get 165 to 170. So you see, it was 696, 696, as you guys can see. So, um, so for example, 696 divided by, divided by, let's say if I was only getting 150 bar per dollar, um, this how much the bill would be if I went to the bank for dinner, right? A watermelon drink, uh, grilled vegetables, tuna sandwich, and what else? And fries, right? But since I went through Western Union and did the remittance, let's say 696 divided by 170. See, I spent 409. Just little tweaks. It adds up when you spend a lot, though. You get what I'm saying? So let me see. All right, let me finish eating. I really want to move because of the fucking flies. I don't want them fly on my fucking food. All right, that's travel hack number one. Travel hack number two is going to break down how to travel for free up front at no cost. Like for example, I got to Ethiopia and I didn't spend a dime of my own money. So this how it's looking. Tuna sandwich, fries. I just didn't want no flies going in. So, and I don't want to move my seat. So, how to travel at no cost. All right. So, have you guys ever heard of something called buy now pay later? There's different companies like Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm that pretty much covers your payment up front. And you pay in 3 or 4 payments. Sometimes you can even pay over 12 months. Well, on Booking.com, right? If you're checking out with Booking.com, let's say if you're booking a flight or accommodation, whether it's a flight, a hotel, a car rental, on Booking.com, you can check out with something called Affirm. That's what I did. My flight to Ethiopia was about $900. I did. I had to pay zero up front, no money up front. So also, let's say if you rather book a Airbnb rather than a hotel. Well, on Airbnb, you can use something called Klarna.com. Klarna. And Klarna pretty much is the same thing. It's a buy now and pay later option. What allows you to book your stay immediately. Then you don't have your first payment until like after your stay. You know what I'm saying? So that's two hacks. One is how to get more money for your USD by working with programs. Second is how to travel for free at no cost up front. That's so I just broke that down, and we've been live for about, let's say, 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes. That's two travel hacks right there. Two major travel hacks you can use right now today. A third travel hack, if you guys need money, you can also use them buy now pay later apps, and then you can some of them you can liquidate and take the money off of it so that you can have cash in your pocket. That's free. That's three. All right. Let me see. So we did three travel hacks so far. The first one was teaching you how to get more USD. I mean more money, more local currency for your USD by working with remittance programs. Second was showing you how to book your flight or travel the world with $0 up front by working with buy now pay later applications. The third travel hack was me explaining how you can actually liquidate depending on which buy now pay later app. You could take the money off the app and put it in your own bank account so you have hard cash rather than store credit, you know. I think I'll probably eat the tuna sandwich in the house. I might get one bite though. Mm. I'm gonna have to get that to go. Golly, man. I'm gonna take one more bite of this. Bro, this restaurant be hitting. So, here's a fourth travel hack. Just learn the top 50 words in whatever country you're gonna travel to. In Ethiopia, I learned the top 50 words. It took me about a month or two to learn these words, but it just gets you by. So For example, if you're in a restaurant and you want to call a waiter, if it's a boy, you say abat, 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 abat. I mean brother. If it's a woman like it is now, you say Annette, Annette, Annette. Uh, so here it is. We about to demonstrate it. Annette, Annette. So um to go, yes. And let me see, a straw, a straw.
Okay.
So we went over the top three travel hacks. Now we're about to go over the fourth one. So just learn the local language. So the fourth travel hack is about linguistics. So okay, linguistics. There's these earphones that you can find on Amazon, TikTok, where it translate languages in real time. They're artificial intelligence earphones. So I will put my earphone in, and no matter where I'm at, it don't matter if I'm in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, or if I'm in China, I can hear the language without travel hack number four. But you still want to learn the 50 top words so it can get you back. In Ethiopia, it's words like ash, that means okay. Anet, that means sister. Abat, that means brother. Denane, Malcolm Ken. Um, Ndenachu, Ndena, stuff like that. You learn the numbers like An, Hulet, Sost, Arat, like just different words you want to know. You want to learn. You want to learn how to say how much is sentinel, 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 right? That's how much. Um, Everything is usually ordered in kilograms.
80 for books.
Okay. Teleber.
Yes.
So you scan right here. Okay. I'm gonna take another. Okay. So another word is I'm gonna take another. That's thank you. It's hard to say if you're coming from the U.S., but you gotta learn rhythm or talk like you're singing or rapping. I'ma Sega na lu. It's not just two syllables like thank you. You know what I'm saying? Um, Let me see. What else? What else? I said a few words. I'm trying to see what else words. Oh, I can't show y'all that. I was gonna show y'all the little light rail system. All right. What else, man? So I told the first four hacks. One, how to get more money, local currency for your USD. Three, I mean, one, how to get more local currency for your USD. Two, how to use buy now pay later apps to travel the world at $0 upfront. Three, how to liquidate the money. Take the money off the buy now pay later applications so that you can have cash when you travel. So you don't have to work a job and worry about making money so you can start traveling. Four, how you can understand and navigate linguistics and whatever travel you're going through using artificial intelligence earphones or just learning the top 50 words no matter where you're traveling. And I just gave you an example of some words I know. Similar words in Ethiopia it's Konjo, um, Ende Afterk. I think that's what it means. I mean Ende Afterk. Um, I think it's Dinane, Dina Aduru, right? I think that's like good night. On there. In there means what? You get what I'm saying? Min means what as well? I means no. Owl means yes. Also, when you order stuff, it's based on kilograms here. So they even say kilo, or how do you say half? It's gamesh, gamesh, gamesh kilo, gamesh kilo. Oh, what's up, Eduardo? What's up? What's up? Yeah, man, they do give a lot of portions here in Ethiopia, and the food is reasonable. Like I said, dinner tonight was about $4, and I still ain't paid for it with my money because I used credit, right? Then on top of that, when I sent myself credit, I sent it through the remittance program Western Union has with the country, and I got 170 burn. You know, that's better than if I was to go to a bank and they would give me 150. So let me see. So that was four. So one was getting more local currency for your USD. Two was using buy now pay later applications so you can travel at no at $0 up front. Three was how to take the money off the buy now pay later applications so that you don't just have store credit. You get what I'm saying? Four was linguistics, using artificial intelligence earphones so that you can communicate effectively with those that don't speak the same language as you. So let's go over five. Five is transportation. So no matter where you're traveling at, you get what I'm saying? If you want to avoid pickpocketing, if you want to avoid dogs, if you want to avoid just unnecessary stuff like pollution, what you need to do is make sure that you have a ride everywhere in these countries. So I use an app called Yango. Yango is the cheapest app and it's the most reliable. Sometimes they might cancel or it might take you a long time to, not a long time, but like 3 minutes to find a ride. But it's worth it because you're paying $1 a ride, $2 a ride. The max I paid was like $3, and that was like 45 minute drive. So make sure whatever the country you're traveling to, you research the top apps you need to travel. You get what I'm saying? To avoid things like pickpocketing, um, and stray dogs, stuff like that. Um, yeah, man, because that's important. You want to make sure you take the proper precautions. So that's very important. Um, and I'll be thinking like saving money sometimes, like, oh, let me just walk here. But then I just think it's like, damn, it's only $1 to drive, so let me just get in the car. You get what I'm saying? So that's number five, travel hack, right? So number one, how to get more local currency for your USD. Two, how to travel up front. How to travel at $0 up front, at $0 cost up front, using buy now pay later apps. Three, how to liquidate or take money off the buy now pay later apps so you don't have store credit. Four, how to communicate with foreigners that doesn't speak your language using artificial intelligence, earphones, right? And then learning the top 50 words you need to get by. Um, you get what I'm saying? And I think that was four, and then five was transportation, making sure that you know what you need and where you need to go when you're arriving these countries. That's important. Now, when I first came to Ethiopia, I had got a local driver. That was a huge mistake because when Yango is going to be $30 to $90 per month. Yango is their version of Uber. If you take one ride, it's going to be $30 a month. One ride a day. If you take two rides, it will be like $60 a month. If you take 3 rides a day, it'll be more so like $90 a month. Some days you might take 2 rides, some days you might take 3, some days you might take 1. That'll be like $40 to $70 a month. You get what I'm saying? Um, so yeah. So we on 6 right now. So travel hack number 6. We on 6 right now. Alright, so travel hack number 6 is credit, whether it's business credit or personal credit. You get what I'm saying? But you must have good personal credit to get business credit. So another thing, if you guys need assistance with credit repair, go ahead and click the link below. Book a one-on-one call. We can help you with your credit and also help you with funding. We offer consultation services for both of them, so feel free to click that link. But oh, you guys closing? Okay. All right, so they closing, so we're gonna have to wrap it up. But while I'm walking to my ride, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all more game. So personal credit, a good hack with that, right? If there's any like errors on your credit report, that's a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So all you gotta do is have a sharp eye when it comes to, finding errors, reading between the lines like a lawyer would for yourself. And this is not like financial advice, but we do offer consultation and could like give you tips and stuff. Let me see. I didn't want to touch it with my hands. This coconut water be good as hell. Oh. So this how the restaurant look. It's Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Yeah, so where are you now? I'm in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. I'm at one of my restaurants. I'm just getting me some late night game. So right now we talking about business credit and personal. Oh, I didn't even put my seasoning on my food, bro. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright. Malcolm Ken. Oh, look at this dog right here. See, that's why you want to get rides everywhere. These dogs is peaceful. I'm just saying, just to be precautious. Alright, so let me move this mic closer to my mouth. Alright. So walking at nighttime in these countries, it's cool like in Ethiopia. You get what I'm saying? If you're good at self-defense and stuff. But I honestly wouldn't do it just to be precautious. But it's pretty chill here. Like no one ever even tried to take my phone or anything like that. Now I don't know because I got these earrings in, and earrings have a different, similar. It means something different here. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I know it's weird. But let me see. Let me read these comments. Gotta go catch you later. Where are you now? Oh, I just said I'm in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Alright, so hey, don't forget to like the video while y'all in here, man. Let's keep these tips going. So it was personal credit and business credit. That's the next tip. So I'm gonna break. So we're on 6 right now, but if you guys are watching the video, we talked about remittance programs, how to get more money for your USD. You get what I'm saying? Whatever country you're at, this is the best way to get more money for your USD. Don't go through no local banks. Don't go through no local people. Go through only remittance programs because the government will incentivize you. The banks will incentivize you. In Ethiopia, I'm getting 170, 165 to 170 birr per dollar. Versus if I was to go through the bank, I'm only getting 150 birr. Right? So, 2, how to travel the world at no cost up front. You gotta, so what the way to do that is using something called buy now pay later apps. Go on booking.com and book either your flight, your car rental, your accommodations, $0 up front. Check out with a firm. You can check out with a firm, or go to Airbnb if you want your own privacy and not a hotel, and check out with Klarna. Check out with Klarna. 3, how to liquidate, how to travel, how to get the money to travel without having to work a job. You get what I'm saying? That would be liquidating the buy now and pay later applications you was approved for. You get what I'm saying? We offer consultations. Just book a call, right? 4 was linguistics. Linguistics. How to conversate with people in foreign countries when you're traveling if you guys don't speak the same language. Using So the way you would do this is artificial intelligence earphones. That way, you can understand what they're saying, and if they have earphones, they can understand what you're saying, and then from there, it's an easy conversation, bro. It's an easy conversation. So that's 4. 5 was transportation. Um, Transportation. Whatever country you're going to, specifically, I'm in Ethiopia. You get what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you find the Uber of that country. The transportation, the recommended transportation Alright, could you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Alright. So pretty much, right? So basically, when you submitting everything, all the errors and inconsistencies you were seeing on your credit report, submit them through the government. CFPB. That keeps everyone reliable and accountable, and it makes it where as though you need they got 14 days to respond to everything. You get what I'm saying? 14 days to respond to everything. Then once you pretty much do that and get everything removed, then you have to make sure you either have a business that's been open for at least 1 year, or you would literally partner with someone and they make you a 25% owner of that business, and then both of you guys partner to get funding. Look, this is why I said you need to walk. I mean, you need to get a fucking ride everywhere. But so yeah, you either have a business that's been open for a year once you fix your personal credit, or you partner with someone and they add you as a 25% owner, right? Then, with that being said, once they make you a 25% owner, you get what I'm saying? You guys can get funding. You would pretty much have 30 to 50 credit unions and banks that you guys can legitly pre-qualify for, and then at the end choose which ones that fit you guys' goals, business structure, and which banks and credit unions you want to build a relationship for the next 10 plus years. You get what I'm saying? So that's important. So that is 7. 8 is you want to be tapped in. You want to be locked in. You want to know someone in these countries. Join a network. This network. Also, you can join Facebook groups. You can have a girlfriend or a homeboy somewhere. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, man, like, make sure that you can at least have someone in these countries where you can link with, talk about shared resources, partner with if you want to do business, if you want to do some humanitarian work, if you want to volunteer. You get what I'm saying? Make sure you have someone with a shared desire in these places. Make sure the place that you're traveling to is desirable and the people there have similar desires as you as well. You get what I'm saying? Because you don't want that friction. You want the places you travel to match your desires so that everything flows smooth and it's more universal. You get what I'm saying? Could you hear me? You keep saying you can't hear me. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh yeah, you can hear me perfect. Can you hear me? Oh yeah, you can hear me perfect. Alright. So 9. Travel hack 9. Make sure when you're traveling, you are understanding that country's overall belief system, their philosophy, how they go about things when it comes to their belief system and philosophy. You get what I'm saying? Um, Make sure you know how to navigate when you get here or get to any place, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because let's say you go to a Muslim country like the Middle East, right? And you're a Christian. Obviously, you're gonna feel some indifference when you travel to these countries. And then with that being said, you're gonna feel alienated or like an outsider. So make sure that when you travel, you're making sure that you fit in, not just physically, but spiritually, you know, and intellectually, as far as the belief systems. So that's travel hack number 7. You know, no, that's 9. Sorry about that. That's travel hack number 9. Travel hack number 10. When you travel into these countries, make sure that you can make moves as far as business. Make sure you can make moves as long, if it's not business, make sure you can make moves long term. Like this, make sure that if you can't make moves long term, make sure you can at least foundate yourself and you be stable and you can still work on your goals back home when you travel. You get what I'm saying? That's a really important thing because when people travel, sometimes they get imbalanced and then they fall off. I got imbalanced for a little while because I'm so used to doing my own thing and having my way in life. I'm thinking like, you get what I'm saying? Anything that's virtual, I'm pretty much having my way with. But I had to snap back into it and be like, all right, you get what I'm saying? You know, I gotta really stay on point. You get what I'm saying? Don't forget to like the video. Like the video. So, alright. So, 11. Make sure that you, like in these countries when you travel, make sure that you know, you can actually record. You can actually use your technology. You can actually build a network. You can actually be unique when it comes to the environment you're in, the society you're in. You could be your own unique self while still being able to be a part of the society. You get what I'm saying? That's important. Because if you can't be yourself, what the hell could you be? You know? What could you be if you can't be yourself? You know, that's really important. Really important. Make sure you can also, you know, fulfill your goals, wishes, dreams in these countries too. Even if you have to go through an association or group or, sometimes teamwork makes the dream work. But just make sure that you can fulfill all of your dreams, goals, and wishes, right? Turn your dreams into goals by giving it a deadline. If you can't give it a deadline in the country you're traveling into, and it's more so a dream, wishful thinking, you're not ready to travel. You get what I'm saying? Or it's the wrong country. You get what I'm saying? Um, Let me see. Travel hack number 12. Travel hack number 12. So, um, like a shared collective conscious, but like from an emotional standpoint, you want to make sure that you and that country connect emotionally to something from the collective conscious, so that when you're in this country, there's this thing behind the scenes that's regulating things from an emotional intelligence perspective. You get what I'm saying? You want to make sure that the people from the or no, you want to make sure that culture understands your good and bad traumas, so that when it comes to transmuting these things and turning these bad traumas into good traumas, um, it's a smooth process. Sometimes people go to countries to heal, like Costa Rica, Some people even go to like the islands. So certain countries have a specific vibration. This is why astrocartography is a thing. And when people travel, utilizing astrology and astrocartography. You get what I'm saying? So let's get into that. Travel hack number 13. Utilizing the stars to know what planetary energies influence a specific geographical location. How to do that? So first you gotta know your natal chart. You gotta know your astrology chart, your zodiac. You get what I'm saying? To do that, you gotta know your birthday, obviously. If you don't know the time you was born, so that you can understand your specific areas of life you must focus on, you gotta go to astroseek.com. And then with that being said, click on moon, and then it has a calendar that goes all the way back to your birthday. So you select your birth year, your birthday, and then your birth month. Then what happens is it will bring up your moon sign without you even knowing your birthday. I mean your exact birth time, right? So once you know that, you'll know your exact alignments, how you should how you should go about navigating this third dimensional reality. You get what I'm saying? From a fourth dimensional perspective. So now, what you would do is you will go to astrocartography online, or you could just book a call, and then you will see where your energies, um, where places, geographical places, complement your energy based on astrological, um, like planetary bodies and how to influence geographical locations. You know, so I'll break it down. So for me, I'm a Capricorn. I have a Capricorn stellium in the 11th house. You get what I'm saying? So I'm my chart is predominantly ruled by Saturn. Saturn rules reality, structure, limitations, goals, building things over long periods of time, wealth, stuff like that, right? So instead of being limited, I have to create limitations. Instead of being restricted, my duty is to create restrictions. Instead of not having goals, my goal is to create goals. This is typical behavior of someone that's governed by Saturn. So in astrology, a lot of people is scared of Saturn. But me, my entire life, this energy complements my life, and as well, it teaches me how to navigate this life so that I can master things. Not from like a philosophical standpoint, but from like a reality-based structure standpoint. Like, kind of like giving you real life tests, and you have to pass it. Like a bird pushing its cub, its little, not cub, yeah, its chick, like a bird pushing its chick out the nest, and it eventually have to learn how to fly. Or let's say if like how humans sometimes learn how to ride a bike, they will have no training wheels if ruled by Saturn, and you would just keep falling and scraping yourself until you learn how to ride. So that's how it is being governed by Saturn. So me, when I did astrophotography, I looked up, okay, and I have an Aquarius rising as well. You get what I'm saying? Saturn and Aquarius rising. Saturn conjunct my rising, but I have my Aquarius rising. So I know when people see me, they always think I look kind of I look like an individual. I look like I have my own personality. I look like technologically advanced, like how I got this 6 p.m. in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. You get what I'm saying? I look like I'm not from here right now. I look foreign. You get what I'm saying? Uh, you get what I'm saying? That's Aquarian energy. I got that in the first house, but I also got Saturn conjunct that. You get what I'm saying? So, all right. With that being said, so I was like, all right. since that's my rising sign, I also have a 5 planet stellium in Capricorn in the 11th house, which is a 7 Saturn based house as well. I was like, okay, when I look at astrocartography, I need to look at where energies I have in my chart and match that with a geographical location. So that's how I got to Ethiopia as well, from like a subconscious standpoint. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, I had other reasons why, but I also did the research, and then I reflected internally, and then I used fourth dimensional tools to help me navigate this three-dimensional reality. Look at this. It's Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. You get what I'm saying? So that's why when people say when they come to Ethiopia, stuff is hard, they feel restricted, they feel limited. That's that Saturn energy that's hovering above here. But this energy complements my energies because I'm predominantly Saturn based as well. You get what I'm saying? So it's more so about taking precautions and being prepared. Very random question. Did you take psychedelics before? No. I'm against taking psychedelics. I'm against um, like stuff like that, pills, mushrooms. I don't agree with any of that type of stuff. If your mind is expansive, you don't really have to do that type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? Look at these people running. This is Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. You see? Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. But yeah, man. So that's how you pretty much map everything from like a fourth dimensional perspective to figure out where you're supposed to be at in this world. You get what I'm saying? Alright. But any other questions? I'm about to wrap this up in a few. I'm gonna be on for like 5 to 10 more minutes. Ask any other questions. I'm gonna try to leave another poll here. Any questions? Yeah, the YouTube poll is tripping. Like, you can't even add a poll. I'm about to get a ride really quick to my place. We gotta go down this way. It's Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Alright. So, travel hack number, that was 13. This is 14 right here. So, anytime you're feeling down when you're traveling, you know, or like you're feeling stressed out or frustrated, what you want to do is you want to zoom out and you want to go tap into your philosophy. Whether your philosophy is, Christianity, whether your philosophy is astrology, it could be both. Whether your philosophy is, you know, Muslim, Buddha, whatever it is, tap into that, zoom out. Don't be day to day. Don't be frustrated in traffic in a foreign country. Don't be frustrated because the lights is out. You were supposed to prepare for this. You get what I'm saying? But zoom out, tap into your philosophy, and then recalibrate. You get what I'm saying? So that you can be on point. That's hey, good night, good night. But yeah, tap into that. Tap into your philosophy. Anytime you feel bogged down, or you feel like you're getting frustrated because things is not how you planned, or it's not what you're used to, like how your home country is. Just make sure you zoom out and tap into your philosophy and your why you're traveling, why did you do this, and then tap into your philosophy, and then that should recalibrate everything. All right. So that was 13. 14. When you traveling, and I know I was talking about philosophy, but I'm gonna go back to that. 14, because I just got an idea. Make sure that you have 24-hour electricity. All the places you travel to, make sure you have like an inverter. If you don't want loud noises, do an inverter, a solar inverter that also allows you to turn on the stove when the electricity go out. Another thing you could do, like if you have a compound, I would get a generator if you don't mind the loud noise. So that was 14. So let's go back to philosophy now. Let's go back to philosophy. All right. So, understanding your why, your direction in life. In astrology, there's something called your North Node or your life purpose. If you know what day you was born, like I said, you can figure out at least what direction you're supposed to be going and how you're supposed to play it out from an energetic standpoint. You get what I'm saying? So me, for example, I had my North Node in Sagittarius in the ninth house. So this means that I must expand mentally, physically, and spiritually in the area of life that deals with philosophy, foreign travel, and overall expansion in a mutable way. Not sparking things and creating new things. That's cool. Not being fixated and only thinking about specific things. That's cool too. But what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to be mutable like a forest fire. I'm supposed to I'm supposed to have different ideas. I'm supposed to like my ideas, my seeds are ideas, and I'm supposed to plant them sporadically in an expansive type of way. You get what I'm saying? And if I'm not doing that, I must be traveling. You get what I'm saying? Mentally, physically, or spiritually, in a new area, so that I can expand, and that naturally will push all the information that I'm learning subconsciously to my conscious mind, and then I can share it with you guys, or just keep it to myself. You get what I'm saying? Because you're not really supposed to share everything. So that's my life. It's not my life purpose, but that's my direction. You get what I'm saying? Um, so knowing that, you're also supposed to know what you're comfortable with. So obviously, that would mean my South Node is in Gemini in the third house, which is Gemini house. That would rules like formal education, you know, your relationship with your siblings, your local environment, community, communication, commerce, like local marketplaces. You get what I'm saying? And commuting locally, domestically, in places you already know. You get what I'm saying? That's cool. I specialize in that. But I can also expand out of that community, expand outside of what I'm familiar communicating with in places like Ethiopia. You get what I'm saying? And then bring them back to my community so that it can expand it. Or if even if I didn't have a community, just expanding my conscious mind, because the third house is your conscious mind as well. So that's 14, like knowing your life purpose or your life direction. I don't want to use that purpose word, because direction is more broad. It's like just go in this direction. You gonna get there. You get what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe, bro. We about to have some tough live streams. You get what I'm saying? Um, what else? What else? Um, let's talk about other philosophies like life path numbers. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, if you know your life path number, also that'll help if you combine that with your North Node in astrology, because if you know your North Node or your life direction, right? and what sign it is, you know how to play it out. But also, if you know your life path number, it'll show you in detail how you're supposed to play it out as well. You get what I'm saying? So, for example, I'm on life path number 1, and I also have my North Node in Sagittarius in the ninth house. So, I'm supposed life path number 1 is dealing with being an individual, being a leader, pioneering things, being an inventor, you know, tra- put my own footprints in the sand instead of waiting and looking around to see if any others. Now, if I have my North Node of Sagittarius in the ninth house, I'm supposed to travel through these jungles, through these forests, create navigational systems or my own philosophies for myself, you know, that I can that'll help me expand. But how am I supposed to do that? As an individual, you get what I'm saying? Or inventing something, or being innovative, or doing something for the first time, because that's life path number 1. So that's life hack number 15. You get what I'm saying? And these life hacks put you above. Like, nah, I'm not even gonna say above. I can't even say it. I'm not gonna talk like that. It just give you advantage over like the people. It just unlocks a whole nother. It unlocks a whole nother perspective on life. You get what I'm saying? Like, you might feel limited before, but just using some of these life hacks, travel hacks, it will unlock a whole nother perspective, making life more fun. It's like adding color to a coloring book. You get what I'm saying? Um, Let me see. So we was on 15, 15. Oh, so when you're traveling, ask ChatGPT, look up the weather. You get what I'm saying? Here's another hack. Look up the weather, right? Look up the condition and environment. And then based on the condition, the weather, and the environment, let's say if you have dry eyes, because for example, I lived in South Florida and I'm from Maryland. So I developed dry eyes temporarily. So what you want to do is you want to look for places that have high precipitation and high humidity, right? Or a beachy type of weather. At least that's what I did. I can't give you health advice. But this helps prevent the symptoms of dry eye. That mixture, you get what I'm saying? But also you want to look up the weather and the environment because you want to make sure you do all your shopping on Amazon beforehand. When you're checking out on Amazon, before you start traveling, make sure you select Amazon Visa Prime card. This is how you get in the door with Chase. It's like a back door because Chase cards are usually hard to get. But if you have a full card with Amazon, you know, that'll give you a few like that'll make your odds of approval a little bit more. You get what I'm saying? And that's where you can get your first Chase card, before that 524 rule. 524 is meaning if you have 5 credit cards within the last 24 months, Chase don't approve you. But you gotta build up that credibility to even get a traditional Chase card. So that's why I'm saying if you get the Amazon Prime Visa card, it's underwritten by Chase, you'll be good. So yeah, man, that's 15 life hacks, travel hacks, digital nomad hacks that can help right now in life. You can use right now and you'll see results. Don't forget to subscribe, stay locked so we can stay locked in. Like the video if you like the video. Comment where you watching from. Comment your social media so we can follow each other so we can stay locked in. And yeah, join the network. Don't forget to book a call. See you guys on the other side.